you all, I guess, head home for the evening to reflect on what you've seen and learnt today, which has been quite a lot, and arrange to kind of wait to hear from John, I guess, before reconvening. Because he's gonna. Are you gonna contact him separately, or are you just gonna wait for him to see Edith's note?
I mean, I guess arguably we're not gonna be able to reach out to him. Like that's probably gonna be the quickest way, pretty much, of getting his attention, right? Like
I mean, maybe
in the morning.
Edith, you could have put a time on the note, maybe like late morning or something.
If
lunchtime.
If I'm allowed to sort of retrofit that in there, Matt.
Yeah, fine, no problem.
Yeah, like pre-arrange like a time and to meet us back at the cafe at X o'clock or whatever it is, like tomorrow, if it's all possible.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So on Thursday morning, you all wake up and come downstairs, and you realise that you have all received a telegram from John, which basically says, "Can't meet today, stop. Too busy with preparation, stop. Might have time tomorrow, stop. 3 p.m, question mark?" So he's asking to meet Friday instead, the day before the exhibition.
Fair enough.
Rosemary is actually not going to take that.
Ooh. Are we going to the museum to see him?
Rosemary is going to storm the museum.
Yeah.
Actually, Rosemary is going to go pick all of you up to that. No, we have seen. We are going to see him today.
Okay, will you give Jeffrey a chance to develop his photos in the morning?
Yeah.
And then we'll go all together.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Jeffrey, you're able to pop into your place of work at the Boston Herald.
I sneak in, try not to be seen since I've already called in
You're
sick.
supposed to be sick, yeah.
Susie's there waiting.
Sandra's on the warpath.
I'll bet she is. Yeah.
She's not stopped moaning for 2 days about how, she's the arts editor and this plucky upstart has swept in and got themselves invited to Baudelaire's expedition, and she's just supposed to sit around and wait to hear how it was. You can hear her ranting about it from upstairs while you're sneaking down into the dark room.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you kind of submerge your photos in the developing liquid. You can tell how much I know about photography. Really, not a lot. I've seen it on TV.
It's a red glow. There's the solution.
There's a montage.
You dip it in. You clip it up on the line.
Yeah. The CSI electronic music's playing.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
And then someone comes in and open the door and they're ruined.
Oh no! I don't let it happen. I lock the door.
To your dismay, Jeffrey, the photo of the dead chicken in a bin, it does look like a dead chicken in a bin, but the photo of the canvas is it's a blurry mess.
Oh,
and
man.
Even if it wasn't, it occurs to you that even if you'd got like the most perfect photo ever, it would have been impossible to capture what you saw
totally
in a still image, particularly a black and white one.
I still take it just to show that we tried to photograph it. But
Sure.
yeah, I'll take the chicken in a bin, take the blood soup, and the blurry one.
Okay. Well, you make your pre-arranged meeting with Rosemary and the team at the museum, where somewhat before, I guess, John is, because. Have you let John know that you're coming, or are you just going to go before he...
No, because he let us, so yeah.
Sure.
Is anyone going to tell me why everyone is so confused and panicky?
I think it would have explained.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, it could be funnier if one just doesn't know.
When you arrive at the museum, you can see that it is closed to the public. It seems that preparations for Umbra are well underway, and the decision's been made to kind of close off public access while setup happens. So you can see that there are far more people here than there were when you were here last night. There's people running all over the place, kind of putting heavy black drapes over the windows. Really quite heavy dark cloth. There's frantic cleaning going on of all the banisters and the staircases. Various tables being put out for the drinks reception and things like that. It seems that it's all systems go. And Alan is kind of, you managed to spot him darting around kind of like a hummingbird from one thing to another, sort of trying to micromanage, but just really getting in people's way. And he looks kind of incredibly stressed.
Excellent. I am going to walk up to him, grab him by the elbow, and say, like, "Hello, John. We need to talk."
Oh, Rosemary. Now's not really a good time. I thought we were due to meet at the cafe at 3. Oh goodness, I'm not actually sure I can make it.
She's gonna stop him, like, "It is a good time. Make it a good time. We need to talk now."
Okay. My office.
Yes.
Right, and he.
And I'll show the others with us.
He gives a last despairing glance at this team of people who are kind of trying to set a table up in a way that he doesn't like, and fine, I'll sort them out in a minute, and leads you through to his office, which is a plain, relatively unadorned room. There's a picture of his wife and dog on the desk, various kind of posters around the room of exhibitions that in frames of exhibitions that the museum held in the past. You might recognise some of them, Rosemary, that he's clearly quite proud of. But he sinks down exhausted into his chair and gestures for you to pull up some. Says, what's so important? I assume you've had some success finding out what Baudelaire's up to.
You can say that, yes.
Oh, well, great. So?
How's your health code violations up to scratch, John?
I'm not sure I follow, Edith.
Well, when did you start letting artists bring livestock in and then making them unalive stock?
Yeah, Jeffrey's just going to show him the pictures of the dead chicken and the blood bowl.
He'll kind of look at it and sort of flinch away in disgust. That's obviously unacceptable. This was in his workshop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's in there right now.
Artists. No offence intended, Rosemary.
I'll take it. But what you also need to know, that blood is going into the paintings.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that does sound like Baudelaire.
In fact, that much blood for that many paintings. You could say you'd need a lot more chickens. Or another source.
Right.
The night guard's hon.
Hang on. You're saying that he's using the night guard's blood to paint his paintings? I don't see any photos of their bodies. Where's the evidence?
Never mind the night guards. The important thing is, the paintings are all just black canvases.
Okay. So, do they all look the same, or?
Yes, they all look the same. They're all plain black. This is going to be a disaster.
Well, I mean,
there's no nuance to it. It's just black.
He looks like he's thinking hard. Well, look, okay.
I'm just gonna give a look to everyone else, and I just roll with it.
Well, I just start nodding
You're telling a fib there, Rosemary.
I am, yes.
Technically, yes.
Because you've only seen one.
Mm.
So I think that's going to require possibly a fast talk. I think that's probably the best. Because it's not true. So I think, yeah.
I am. Whatever.
Fast talk would be best, please.
Okay.
Just a regular check, though.
I wish me luck, people. That's a 20. And
Oh, shame. Do you have 10 luck points you fancy? Or 11 luck points you fancy slinging at that?
I am absolutely flinging 11 luck points towards that.
Okay. He sinks into his chair a little bit and goes, well, that's... I won't lie to you, that's disappointing, but hey, I mean, art is art, right? I guess some people might like it, and seems like Baudelaire can get away with anything. He's certainly got away with worse, so if he can... the people who like his stuff will presumably still like it. It's not great, and I appreciate you telling me this, Rosemary. It gives me a chance to do some an expectation management in the next couple of days. So thank you. I'll kind of I'll have a word with a few people and make sure that people know what they're coming to. It's not kind of damage to the museums is limited. So thank you.
Jeffrey might give Ella a sort of nudge and say, shouldn't we tell him about the occult business?
You don't believe in that.
Well, I didn't either, and then I saw that painting.
Oh god.
He sort of looks imploringly to Rosemary, like shouldn't we tell her?
Oh, before one more thing I forgot. Apart from the painting, we did find a couple of varying things, and Rosemary takes out a journal that she still has to show to John.
Okay.
So like he has been really into the occult lately. I'm not sure how much you want to stay associated with him.
It's crazy talk.
He flicks. He has a bit of a rifle through, and I don't even know what these words mean. I mean,
it's all nonsense, darling. But John, my dear, we have been friends for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Yeah, so you know that I have your best interest at heart. I do believe that this exhibition is just a horrible idea. So why don't I help you? Just forget about this black thing. Baudelaire first of all, Baudelaire can do better for you. I'm sure there are other paintings he can donate. Why don't you change the exhibition? Why don't you open it up to other artists? You can still keep the theme of something black, that it's a black dominant paintings, but make it so it's not just Baudelaire, other people. So to counter his all black paintings. That way, you still stay true to the contract to a certain degree, but there are a couple of there are other things to save it.
He's
try to persuade him, please.
He's sort of sat in his chair, massaging his temples. He looks like he's about to burst a vein. He's gotten sort of a pasty greenish colour. After a moment, he goes, "Rosemary, I've sold this exhibition as the work of one of the premier artists of our time. I can't just get a load of local school children to paint some black things and say that's worth the price of admission."
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
We've sold Baudelaire. We have to give him Baudelaire, even if he is a crazy. Look.
If I can find you enough Baudelaire paintings within 2 days to fill up an exhibition, would that be enough for you?
Well, you're an artist, can't you just paint over them? I mean, if they're already black, then they're ready to paint on, right?
That's forgery, my dear.
He gives Walter like a. Please don't do that, Walter. Look,
I'll
okay.
do it. I'll do it.
I agree with you. What's in this journal is pretty disturbing. The guy's clearly unbalanced, and I can promise you this. After this exhibition, the museum will not be working with him again. You have my word on that, and you've convinced me that he's not someone we want associated with us long term. But we're too close to be pulling the plug now. I mean, if he had a real plan, like he was planning a theft or some sort of insurance thing, then I could legitimately pull the plug. But for this, I can't. I've got the mayor coming, Rosemary. I've got the chief of police. Got all the best and brightest of Boston. I can't pull the plug and just tell him it's because he had some weird things in his journal.
So
I
potential
understand.
homicide's not enough for you, is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't necessarily see anything in here about him planning to kill anyone.
Yeah, that's how it starts, honey.
Time out. Wasn't there something in a journal about that the gateways need sacrifice?
Yes.
I think that's
Yes,
what
there
the
was.
tokens were.
Offering was the term used, or like it was couched in language like
Yeah, so
there needs to be a trade of some kind for the patron to.
Okay.
It was quite vague. Wasn't quite as explicit as you might like.
They were missing cards, but I don't think they were in the bowls.
Probably not. I think Rosemary is going to stop pushing it and just give a significant look to the rest of you.
I think we need to
I could-
regroup and try something else.
I mean, as a Hail Mary, given that I'm good with the numbers in an accounting sense, I might be quietly crunching the numbers and figuring out the difference between going ahead and it being a disaster and being malleable with the presentation.
Sure. Yeah, you can go ahead and roll me a counting, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of any other reason to roll.
Yeah.
Roll. Right, so this is a 60.
Oh, just okay.
Squeaked in.
Squeaked in. So you have to
We'll
check your
say
sums a few times,
$3.
and you're not 100% sure. It's not so much. So if I guess if the exhibition goes ahead and people are a bit disappointed by what they see because it's all just black canvases, then there might be some refunds that the museum has to pay, which wouldn't be great. But if you know that if he pulls the plug now, Baudelaire is going to sue for breach of contract, basically, because his work won't get displayed like it should. He'll have to give all the refunds back. Everyone will have to get refunds who's bought tickets already. So the financial loss is likely to be much more if they cancel now. But also reputationally, other artists might be reluctant to work with the museum in the future if they know that they're just going to get cancelled a few days before.
I suspect then, given I only beat my score by 2, I know all this, and I'm trying to say the opposite through gritty.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, you suspect that Alan knows it as well.
Yes.
But he does. He sort of sees your concerns and after thinking about it for a moment. Listen, I really appreciate what you've all done, and I'd be lying if I said that you haven't. If this stuff hasn't kind of rattled me a bit. I'd like you all to be there on the night, if you would. I know that wasn't part of the job, but given everything you've said, I think I'd feel better knowing that someone's around who knows what's going on and knows how unbalanced he is. You know, just if something were to happen, it'd be nice to know I've got some backup, particularly now that he's got all this hired security goons. I don't know if you're free Saturday. How would you feel?
What if we gave you a way in to the workshop?
Well, I mean, I guess, but I'm not sure that anything you could show me. And I mean, I've seen the chicken. That's enough, right?
There is
Maybe
one other thing.
The painting, just so you know what to expect exactly.
Okay, I guess.
Might make you a bit calmer. You do seem very.
Has Baudelaire turned up today?
Just got tit ahead.
Sorry, Walter, say again.
So Tilda, you carry on. You finish off.
Tilda, yeah.
Oh, you go ahead.
Has Baudelaire turned up today?
I think he. I'd have to check, actually. I assume he's around somewhere. I mean, possibly he could be in his workshop making some finishing touches, or possibly he's elsewhere collecting other pieces that he had in storage.
Well, I think you need to go and see what he's doing. This is just
Okay.
That's not even as a if he's been hiding the chicken from you, who knows what else he's hiding. You need to see it, huh?
Okay, I mean, if it'll put your mind at ease, I'll go and have a look now. Have you
Shall we go
got a
with
key?
him? Yeah.
Juice the key.
He takes the key from you and heads out of his office and walks down.
Should we go with him?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
I think we'll come with him.
Yeah. He opens up Baudelaire's. Well, he knocks first, and there doesn't seem
he knows. Knock first. He knows.
doesn't seem to be any answer. So after a while, he tentatively puts the key in the lock and turns and goes in. And he kind of whistles under his breath as he sees the state of the room. This is there is something in the contract about keeping the space clean and tidy. Never mind. And he heads in and looks around at these canvases that are stood around. Are you all going in with him, or just sort of standing outside?
I'll go in because I didn't get a chance to last time.
Yeah, Edith will go in, and just to be the person that sort of pulls if there is still the same painting with the thing, pulls the dab. Edith will dab.
So he looks around, picks the nearest canvas to him, which isn't the one that you guys looked at, and just kind of casually sort of flings the cloth off. It's what you take to be a painting of the night sky. There are sort of what looks to be, at first it looks like a plain black canvas, but then as you look closer, it looks like there are tiny pinpoints of white stars, you assume, that seem to be kind of flickering to stay present in the painting. And as you look still closer, something is happening to these stars. It's almost like they almost look like they're becoming eyes.
No, stop it.
I'll need sanity checks from Walter, and I think everyone else has seen this art.
Wait, so do you want all of us to do a check?
No, just those who haven't seen the paintings before, I think.
Okay.
The man with 40 sanity passed.
Oh, and so did John Allen. So,
phew.
He doesn't go mad immediately.
I tut at this pathetic modern art.
After a while, the sense that these stars are becoming eyes fades, and then after a while, the stars themselves fade, and you are looking inexplicably once more at what looks like a plain black canvas.
Is that like a vanishing paint? Invisible paint.
I reckon probably
In the
just
dark?
some trick of the light. These bulbs are a bit odd.
Hmm.
Cast all sorts of shadows. I see what you mean, Rosemary. It's not to my taste, but well, I mean, it's even a bit unsettling, really. But yeah, people go in for this kind of stuff. You know they do. Don't ask me why. I never saw what was wrong with a good landscape myself. Still, I'm not sure it's as bad as all that. I reckon the critics will probably say it's great.
It'll keep
Well,
them
do you think
entertained.
that, John, So Dan, you were saying?
It'll keep the critics entertained.
Yeah. Listen, I really appreciate you coming to see me, but I've got to get on. But will you all come on Saturday night? It'd make me feel much better to know you were there.
Okay.
Absolutely,
You up with
friend.
that?
Wouldn't miss it.
Not allowed to miss it.
I mean, you are allowed to miss it if you don't want to come. That's fine.
Imagine if we all just stayed home and read in the news about the horrors that unfolded at that exhibition the next day.
As we're walking back, I guess we're walking back and past his office again. Edith will just kind of we'll go. So your new guards working out then last night?
Yeah, seem to have done okay. They lasted the night at least. Obviously made of tougher stuff than the last lot.
Yeah. Kid seems scared.
Yeah, well, you know, he's young. He'll get used to it. All right.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you all on Saturday. Okay.
Bye.
See you then.
Bye, John.
No.
He rushes off to
Sorry.
So,
get on with the prep.
we tonight we burn the workshop. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Truthfully, I don't understand what it is that you're all worrying about. They're just paintings.
You serious right now?
They're just black
You kidding me
paintings.
right now?
Good.
You saw what I saw.
Black paintings, yes.
Huh.
I think you're getting caught up in the hysteria of it all.
For time reasons, we are going to move right along to Saturday night. But is there anything you guys would do to prepare?
So we're not burning the workshop down then.
Well, unless if you want to, you can. Yeah, I mean, there's.
I'm not joking, Matt. I actually do want to burn the shop, the workshop
You want to
down.
burn the shop down? Okay. You want to... So hang on.
Just ruin all of your exhibition prep, Matt.
to save the museum money and reputational damage, you're going to burn it down.
And it is contained within the museum, just as a reminder. So
Yeah,
like one goes up the whole thing.
Maybe we shouldn't burn it down. Maybe we should
There was an
skip to
action
Saturday.
Make
it look like an accident.
John mentioned the reason when they can the reason that he could pull the exhibition is if Baudelaire was trying to
like commit
go
some
ahead
kind
and
of fraud or steal
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Rosemary's gonna turn to Walter and say, would your associates know how to make it look like someone's trying to commit insurance fraud?
I don't understand why you'd assume that my associates would know such a thing. I've in no way, shape, or form insinuated that my associates would be in relation with such activities.
It's not part of librarian training, is it, Walter?
Oh, and you can just get lots of paintings as a librarian, though.
Well, of course, I have friends in high places.
I think low places,
Yeah,
don't
nice
you, Miss
call,
Wynn?
Well, when you're this high up, everyone is lower than you. Yes, yes.
All right, get that stick out of your asshole, sir.
Why? It helps me get so high.
Actually, did Rosemary ever sell anything to Walter's clients? Because Rosemary paints forgeries and sells them to high-paying clients.
Have I seen Rosemary's name in my books?
Probably haven't seen
or-
her name as such.
Or an alter ego of
She
some
might-
sort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, would Rosemary use her own name, or would she use a?
No, she used a different name, but she does keep receipts.
Okay. Yeah, I guess go ahead and roll me accounting, please, Walter. That'd be accounting.
65 is a fail
Mm.
unless I spend
You have
6
luck.
to sneak it.
Do
Under
go on,
60.
do it.
Here you go, on 49. Down to 49 luck.
Hey.
Okay. Once Rosemary gives you some of the examples of fake names that she uses regularly, they do start ringing a bit of a bell. Yeah, you suspect you've handled some. You've kind of acted as a bit of a middleman potentially, in a fairly light touch way to some interested buyers who wanted to move along some of her merchandise.
If one were to pursue the course of property damage insurance fraud, not that I would personally recommend it, it would behoove one to wait until the last moment to do it. So Friday night.
Right.
And it would have to be dead hours of the night to ensure as little interference or ambient traffic.
Oh, that's going to be so creepy again.
Is it worth us arranging with John that we come back Friday? I mean, just for another look.
Yeah.
I am going to be honest with you. I don't think John would listen at this point.
No. Fair.
If someone were to pursue the activities of property damage insurance fraud, I cannot imagine for a moment that John would approve or agree. They would have to do it off the sweat of their own brow.
But also, we want to be as secretive as possible because, we don't want our names anywhere near this.
Yes. Generally speaking, arson in large and popular public spaces is frowned upon and pursued with the full extent of Boston's police department.
Yeah.
So just so I can understand your plan, your plan
There's
Your
no
plan
plan
is
yet.
to-
Hold
There's
on.
no plan.
okay. Let me know when there's a plan.
We need to be quick if there is a plan, people.
Yeah.
I mean, well, Walter's in a position where he thinks this is all poppycock and everyone's getting their britches in a twist, and you're all just whinging and fussing, and it's gonna be fine. But if you were gonna burn it down, then you'd probably have to do it tomorrow night on your own.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you're going to do, unless you're just going to go along to the exhibition, like John's asked, if you're going to do something else, you've got Friday night to do it. Because
I feel like we might want to find the bodies of those dead guards,
Mm.
if possible. That would be
That would be a good start.
That would be a very good start. And then if we can present that to him, he might call off the exhibition. I don't know. Maybe not.
I mean, I think if we find dead bodies, we don't call John, we call the police.
True.
Because that's going to shut down the exhibition real quick.
What makes you think that they're dead? They just quit. They quit their jobs.
It's a gut feeling, my friend.
So we skip ahead to Friday night.
Are you burning it down?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. We're not burning it down. I thought we were going to go back for another look. Or we can just skip ahead to the exhibition for time purposes.
I feel like maybe going to the exhibition would be kinder to Matt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do
Yeah.
that.
Don't take pity on me. You guys do whatever you feel your characters would do. But yeah, we will skip ahead to Friday night
Okay.
if you choose to go back. Otherwise, we'll skip to the exhibition.
Or shall we do a vote?
We should do a vote.
Because my counter argument to the burninating is that once you start a fire in a probably rickety old wooden building, there's very little you can do to stop it burning the whole museum down.
Yeah, that's true.
Rather
It's
than-
very true. I
rather
think
than
no
just the warehouse.
burninating. I think you're absolutely right. The burning was an extreme plan.
Like, I'm sure you could go in and sabotage the paintings,
Mm.
like
Just take a
deliberately.
big
Like,
knife in.
Yeah, knife to the
Knife-
canvas.
knife
but-
and-
Knife
Yeah.
to the
Bit
canvas.
of pink.
like you already
Ooh.
put. Well, water
We could just
doesn't burn
throw
people.
brightly coloured paints at
Yeah.
the canvas.
I mean,
Job
Walter
done.
has suggested he do that.
We could just paint over with black. Actual black paint.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So if we get hold of some paint and maybe some knives for good measure, and
If we just do black emulsion.
well, wait, we don't want to do black. That's the opposite of what we want to
anything
do.
other than black.
Lurid
No, 'cause
yellow
if
or
it-
something.
If it's
Surely.
black emulsion and it's
No,
not
black
got that funky
because-
mineral.
No. So as a normal black oil paint, so it covers the special black that he's using.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not just not just the idea of a black.
Or-
It's the special paint he's using.
We get a big fire pit and we chuck all the canvases in there and burn them, but we don't burn the whole building.
Yeah.
But if you destroy the paintings, then he will have grounds to sue John into the ground.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you just paint over with black, he
Fine,
can't prove
do that.
that's not his painting.
Okay, we'll do it. We do that.
Okay.
Friday
So yeah, there's two choices here. Friday night we go back and we paint over the paintings.
Yes.
Saturday night we go to the exhibition. So who wants to do?
Can we say
Friday
we
night?
did that
Right.
with the painting over the paintings thing? Can we just say we did that?
No, you can't say you did that.
You don't get that for free, Julia. That's not
No.
not how it works.
You
That
have
is
to go
not
back to the
outside
spooky
activity.
museum.
We're nearly at the end of our recording slot.
Yeah. So is that the consensus that we're going back Friday night?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So in the meantime, you guys spend Friday daytime, I think, trying to locate these missing security guards.
Yeah.
Maybe pulling on all of your various contacts. Julia, you'd probably, Jeffrey would probably see if there's been any kind of police reports
Missing
in the
persons
papers.
reports, yeah.
Yeah, when bodies wash up out of the Charles River, there's usually, the Herald is notified, and that's a pretty frequent occurrence. But there hasn't been any reports of these bodies turning up. There, you can see that some of your colleagues at the Herald have interviewed their families, their spouses. They've got no idea where they are. There's no kind of, most of them had sort of a fairly stable, happy home lives, so there's no sort of suspicion of running away with a lover or, those kinds of things. And even if that was the case for one, it seems unlikely that that would happen for multiple guards over kind of several weeks. So you're kind of left a bit baffled as to where these guards have gone. You think if Baudelaire had killed them, then where's he put the bodies? That's actually quite difficult to
In
hide
painting.
several bodies. But if they've run away of their own accord, then there should be some trace of them, and you can't seem to find any.
Yeah.
You're quite good at tracking people down, but they seem to have vanished off the face of the earth. With that, we will head back to the museum on Friday night, where the five of you pull up in your cars, and Walter, you park just outside, kind of at the end of the street, I guess, or just outside the museum, and walk up the grand marble steps to the front door. You can let yourself in using the key. John's not sort of collected that back from you yet.
Mm-hmm.
The main gallery is much transformed from when you saw it last night, or yesterday afternoon rather. The canvases that were in Baudelaire's workshop are now arranged artistically on display, basically all over the walls on the upper gallery, at various points on easels on the lower gallery. There are tables set up ready to receive drinks and canapes and things like that. There's a security booth set up by the door, ready to kind of take tickets and people's bags and coats and things like that. Everything is basically ready to go for the exhibition tomorrow night. It seems like Alan and his team have really put lit a bit of a fire under it after you left, and it's all ready to go. All of the canvases still have cloths over them, so they're not kind of openly visible at the moment, but they are all, you guess, in situ where they're going to be tomorrow night.
Oh boy.
The museum is kind of well lit, but there doesn't seem to be anyone around. You can't see any night guards or anything like that.
Oh no. Oh, they're dead.
I have my briefcase with me.
Okay.
I will retrieve 5 cans of black emulsion.
Do we all have a roller?
Were paint rollers a thing in the 20s? If not, it's a big paintbrush.
Yeah, big paintbrush. That's fine.
But I think Rosemary would have brought with her enough for everyone. Plus, she brought some, I might just wrong in English, acetone.
Yep.
Acetone.
Yeah.
To potentially strip the paint a bit before paint over it.
Okay. Sure.
It's a paint stripper, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is such a bad idea.
As you guys are kind of making your preparations, you're sort of mixing the paint, I guess, and kind of getting it all ready to go in your buckets or whatever. One of the guards that you saw last night emerges from the door to the workshop. He's obviously just coming back from a patrol, and he starts a little bit at seeing you all again there with your paint cans and various other bits. Hello again. I wasn't expecting to see you tonight. Everything all right?
Leave this to me. I'll try. I'm gonna try.
What?
I'll try. Edith is gonna go hobble over to him. Go. Nice to see you again, honey. We're back. Yeah, we're helping out with the decorations. John wanted us to kind of help out. He doesn't think it's black enough. You know. I think it's pretty black.
Hang on, you're going to alter Mr. Baudelaire's work?
No, we're just going to paint around the work.
Oh, okay. That's
to extend the view, the vision.
He didn't mention anything to me. I mean, that seems a bit odd.
It's the wrong shade of black.
It's a bit of a hush hush. Mr. Allen has kept it kind of under. He thinks it's going to make Mr. Baudelaire's paintings real stand out, if you like, but not.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, have you got a letter from him or something? I just feel a bit nervous about, it's the night before. I'm new here. I don't want to get in trouble if.
You won't get into trouble, honey.
Listen, my boy. You'll get into way more trouble for standing in the way of Mr. Allen's plans than you will if you just allow us to do our thing. I promise, and no harm's gonna come to the art.
Jeffrey, can you roll me a persuade, please?
Yeah.
I think it's probably a hard check.
A hard check? Okay.
The idea that...
do I have to get below a half?
Below your half value, yeah.
It needs to be below 30. Okay. No problem.
It's a good persuade, though.
It is a good persuade, except when it's a hard roll.
At least it's not extreme.
Okay.
Oh god,
All you need to do is spend 43 luck.
You can push yourself.
We
You
are
can
in the end
spend
game.
luck.
I might just do that. I've got 75 of it.
We'll fucking spend that shit.
I'm spending that shit to pass.
Okay.
So wait, how much? 30, 75. Do I need to spend 46
Yes.
43.
luck? Holy moly.
How much did you have to start with?
Wait. No. So it's a 72. I have 75 luck. So
Okay.
if I 43, if I cull 43 luck, I can do it.
Okay. The guard goes.
One shot.
Don't need this anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, just be careful not to get any on the pieces. All right. They've all got those cloth covers on, but if you could just make sure that they're on tight.
Don't you worry, my good man. Absolutely, we will be
Okay,
very
well,
careful.
You've got
Like
a
I
lot of
said,
things to do.
around the paintings, not on the paintings.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, you've got a lot to do, so I'll let you get on.
Yeah.
I'll just be around if you need me.
You go do what you do so well.
Okay. So, you guys, what's the plan here? Is just to frantically try and paint over.
Frantically, as soon as he's out of the room, start
How
painting.
many paintings are there roughly? Like how many dozen?
Probably about 2 dozen.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
And they are.
Cool.
It's going to take you most of the night, I think, to effectively paint over all of these.
Worth it.
But also, I think we always need someone to keep a flashlight on the paintings.
Yep,
So
I will do that.
they're
I will have the flashlight in one hand and I will have my gun in the other.
Where have you got a flashlight from?
Oh shit.
Edith's carpet bag.
Edith no longer has a
I
flashlight.
gave it back to him.
No,
And
I'll give it
that
to
guard
her.
has now gone on another patrol walk.
Yes.
No flashlight. We just have to pray.
The moon is bright. Oh no, the drapes are up. The lights are on. We're fine.
The lights are currently on.
Yeah, it's fine. There were no reported power cuts last night. It was just a blip.
You're right. Last night was uninterrupted power for this entire city block.
The integrity of Boston's energy department.
Yeah.
Right.
So you guys go through the process of pulling the. You wait until the guard is out of the room. He goes back on another walk. You pull off a few canvas sheets and hurriedly start splattering black paint onto these canvases.
Is one person doing acetone and then the tar emulsion with the other person?
Pretty much.
I mean, Rosemary, something in
chain going.
Something in you is kind of curling up and dying at the thought of desecrating. Because for everything else, Baudelaire is a bit of a master at what he does. You can appreciate it from an artistic perspective, and just to cover that in matte black Wilco's, polish is.
Actually, if we have time, the very last one, can I try to recreate the twinkling star effect that I have seen, but without the black magic thingamabob going on?
Okay, yeah. So just some white spots.
I
Toothbrush.
I do want to kind of recreate exactly what he was doing,
Okay. Yeah.
because I would like
So-
to forge his own thing, but without the weird undertones.
Yeah, sure. So you guys get through about half of the canvases, working in a bit of a team, kind of getting a bit of rhythm going. Send one of you down back to the lower hall at one point to mix up some more paint. And when the guard comes round for another round, actually no, he wouldn't yet. He would take a bit longer than that. You're able to do almost all of the canvases.
Oh no.
And Walter is holding one of the buckets and he puts it down with an ear. Yeah. You look at your timepiece and you see that it's kind of, maybe 4 in the morning, something like that.
Sipping whiskey from the canteen.
Maybe a bit earlier than that. Maybe 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sure.
And you kind of look around you, Walter, with a contented, we're nearly there kind of look. And there's suddenly a low humming sound, and then the lights go out.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
And
Boston's bloody energy departments.
you all freeze in place as you just sort of sit in the silence for a moment. Well, tell me how you all react in that moment.
I will.
Edith has gone digging in the carpet bag. Like, you just kind of like see her like half an arm vanishes into this carpet bag, frantically
I don't think we
digging
see
for
anything.
us.
I think it's pitch. Is it pitch black, Matt?
It's pitch black in here because there are black drapes over the windows.
Jeffrey would make exactly the sound I just made.
Can everyone see the embers of my cigarette burning in this pitch black?
I was reaching for my lighter. That's basically what I was digging for.
Yeah, good. Good
okay.
idea.
I will loudly bellow, piss and bollocks!
I'm just wondering how to determine whether your cigarette whether you happen to have lit one.
Luck roll.
Luck roll, yeah, that's a good shout. So, Rosemary, if you could roll me luck to see whether your cigarette happened to be lit or whether you just finished one.
Oh my god, okay. Okay, people pray
What's
for
your
me.
luck score?
The rest of you are hearing unsettling slivering sounds.
No! Okay.
Okay.
Oh no!
Okay. Matt, can I push my luck?
I don't know if you can push luck
No, I
rolls.
can't. It's just for skills.
Yeah.
Is it really?
So
Well, I'll tell
unfortunately,
you what.
Rosemary, you had just stubbed out a cigarette on one of the canvases that you just painted black, and we're just about to light up a new one when the.
I think Jeffrey, with a shaking hands, would probably lift up his camera for the sake of the flash, and he's gonna click just to see if we can illuminate the room for a split second and see what's going on with these slithers.
Make it worse.
Make it worse.
You might see something.
Yep.
You don't want to
Jeffrey.
see.
Might see something, but I think Jeffrey would want to see something.
Yeah,
Jeffrey, as you click the button with shaking hands, there is a momentary burst of light from your camera that illuminates the handful of canvases that you hadn't quite got round to painting over yet. What you see, I'm going to try out. There's the canvases themselves. You've taken the cloths off in anticipation of painting them, and out of them seems to be pushing these tendrils of darkness. That's the best way you can describe them. And in the moment of the flash, you just see this kind of like tendrils of darkness reaching their way towards
Matt.
you.
Stop undulating. I don't want to see it.
No, do it more.
And then you are left in pitch blackness again as the afterglow fades. And the next thing you feel, Jeffrey, is something gently caressing your cheek.
It's me.
Can I have a sanity roll from Jeffrey,
Jeffrey's
please?
running.
Well, actually, from anyone who would have
My
seen...
sanity.
Well, everyone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sanity is
everyone, I guess.
8 at the moment. So let's see how he holds up.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Oh boy, push my luck by 2, 3 in fact. No, 4,
Don't
5,
know if
5.
you can
You
use luck
You can't use luck
on
on
a
sanity rolls.
roll.
What?
I'm still fine!
Man, I
Okay.
failed. Jeffrey's gonna become a blubbering mess.
Rosemary
So-
also failed.
I'm good.
I'm blinded by the camera flash.
Oh boy.
I
Okay.
can't believe I missed it by 5. Ugh.
Bear with me a second. Oh, okay. So those of you who failed, those of you who've passed can lose 3 points of sanity. Those of you who failed, I need an intelligence check, please, to see whether you understand what you're seeing.
Oh.
You don't want to pass this.
And you do not want to pass.
What? Oh, because he's quite intelligent. Oh no! Please roll high. Please roll high.
Oh, okay, I'm good.
I don't have a clue. I do not know what I just saw.
Okay. So the sheer horror of what you're witnessing, the impossibility of what you're witnessing, Jeffrey and Rosemary, just kind of your brain just goes, nope. And you're utterly horrified. So you lose 5 sanity each, but you're not kind of reduced to a blubbering. Just adrenaline kicks in, and you're able to kind of react normally.
More than that's 5 in one scene, no?
So what do you all do?
Run!
How?
Okay.
We've got no light.
Run through the dark!
Are we not
Away
up
from
on
the
like a landing?
tentacles. Sorry?
Are we not on like a second floor landing?
You've probably come down now. I'm guessing you sort of worked your way down, so you're kind of on the ground floor, but it is pitch black.
Jeffrey wishes to run.
Okay. Are you just kind of running, trying to find the front door again? Let yourself out?
Where?
Okay.
So how far into the museum army are we?
You're not far from the front door at all. Well, yes, you're stood in the main gallery, which is kind of the first bit that you enter. So you're probably only like 30 yards from the front door, but obviously you can't see it or each other. So
Tricky.
if that's what everyone's going to do, I'm going to need a navigate, I think, from each of you.
Wait a second. Didn't Ella have her gun height?
Yep.
Ella had her what? Sorry? Oh, your gun. Oh, you want to shoot? Okay.
I'm gonna take a shot at the painting.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Go ahead and roll firearm. It's going to be an extreme roll, I think, because it's pitch black. You try not to hit your friends, I'm guessing.
42. I spent 32 luck.
Okay.
One shot.
We are forcing this to be a one-shot, guys.
Yep.
This actually has to be a one shot. None of us are gonna have any luck left.
All right. Ella, you just I guess you're just screaming and open firing. At this canvas. Okay.
Yep.
The rest of you see these flashes of light. Ella is kind of illuminated by them as she's just pouring bullets into one of these canvases. Light is the little bit of light that is given off by these gunshots is not showing you what you want to see. She's hitting her mark, but the bullets just seem to be kind of disappearing into the canvas and having very little effect.
As soon as Edith hears bullets, she hits the deck. She just goes as low as she possibly can, just but sort of instinctively. It's not going to help, but that's what Edith will do. It's
Okay. So Jeffrey's running for the door. Okay. What's Walter doing?
How far was? The drapes, the big drapes that hang in over the curtain, the windows. How? Because we saw them being put up, right?
Yeah.
How sturdy did they look?
They're very heavy. Because the windows are very tall.
Sure.
But you're a thick boy.
But so is Walter. So I'm going to follow. I can hear footsteps. I don't know whose they are. I'm going to follow them.
Okay.
And I'm just going to there's going to come a point where I'm going to come into contact with a physical surface. And when I do, if it feels fuzzy and curtain-like, I'm just going to jump, grab, and just put 16, 17 stones worth of American weight to try and pull a curtain down to get some moonlight in.
Okay. All right. Great. So Jeffrey, I'm going to ask you to roll me a navigate roll.
Not going to
and
go
we'll
well
count-
because
We'll count this as Walter's roll as well if he's
got the
following
basic
you.
10% in navigate. So let's see.
Me and you both, buddy.
Not looking good.
Okay. So Jeffrey, you run around for a bit. You can hear someone chasing you. Not sure who it is.
Leave me
But
alone.
you're oddly reassured that they apparently have feet.
True.
And you've completely failed to find the door. You grope around in the dark for a bit, and you manage to find something that you think might be drapes, just as water collides full speed into the back of you. And so you think that the two of you are now grasping at each other and at these drapes in a panic.
Fair enough.
Rosemary, what are you up to?
So when it's all happened, Rosemary was was close to the paints and stone and all the chemicals, right?
Yeah.
Would she remember where the acetone is?
Would she remember where it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
If it's literally at your feet, then yeah, that's fine. You can find it.
Okay, so I think what she would do is pick it up, pick up her lighter, and basically light it on fire and throw it in the direction of the canvas.
There goes the museum.
Okay.
Sorry. I am very, very scared.
Back to plan A. Brilliant.
Great. Let's go for a. Oh man, what is that?
Is it like a thrown firearms?
Yes, a throw. There's a throw thing. That's good.
Yeah.
Because you're effectively throwing a.
Oh god.
I mean, for added tension, because lighters never light when you want them to.
Uh-huh.
So that could be a luck right there.
No, stop
Not
it.
help.
Well, we'll keep it to one roll, just not to be mean.
I've got very
Roll low. Roll low.
firearms.
Roll really, really low.
Where is it? Sorry,
Throw.
I'm trying
You
to
want
find
throw, apparently.
it. Throw.
The
20.
standard is 20%.
Roll really, really
Pray for me.
It's alright, you've got luck. One shot. One
Okay.
You want that in the other direction. The other direction.
So this flaming like ball that you've just like lobbed at the.
Can
Yeah, go
I
on.
push this one? It's a skill.
Okay.
How much are you gonna push it by?
So push is
Push is a
push is a reroll.
Oh,
Pushing
okay.
up is a roll.
If-
However,
if you-
if I fail, it's a dire consequence.
Yes, and
set
bear in
yourself on
mind
fire.
that Edith and Ella are both stood near these canvases. So
Edith is still prone on the floor, just like
I'll tell you in
fine.
advance. I'll tell you in advance that the dire consequence will involve them being seriously burned.
Oh,
It's fine.
good lord.
Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Don't burn me, Tilda. Don't burn me.
Fine. Okay, Matt, do your best.
Okay, so this sort of flaming can of acetone sails. You kind of lose your grip on it because it's hot, and it doesn't quite go fly as true as you would like, but it still scatters flaming liquid over several of the canvases, and there's an unearthly shrieking sound and keening as the tentacles of darkness sort of seem to like thrash about enraged and kind of withdraw a little bit from the light of the fire. One of the canvases that is particularly burning sort of topples over onto the floor, and kind of the fire kind of spreads as the acetone sort of pulls that away from it. So there's now a little bit of a blaze going, and the light has given you enough respite from these whatever these things are, that you can all now see where you are. You can see the door. You have a chance to make a break for the door if you want to, or to do something else if you want to stay put.
What
But
else
you've-
could we possibly want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
grab
going.
grab
Jeffrey's-
Edith's arm and go, we gotta go, darling, we gotta go.
Jeffrey's like opening the door for everyone and ushering everyone out. Come on!
Oh, that's very nice
Go.
of you.
The lights out directly outside the museum that seem to have also been affected by the power cut. You can just about see Walter's car waiting parked at the base of the marble steps. You think that you probably have time to get to it, but then the fire behind you is going to burn out quite quickly, and so you need to book it basically. You can see that the 1 block away. It seems that it's only this block that's been affected by the power cut. So if you can get to the car and drive to the safety of the waiting streetlights, you might be okay.
Walter, how hot's your driving?
Behind.
Sorry, Rosemary, go on.
The security guard, do we want to leave him behind?
Yeah.
I don't think we have a choice. Every man for himself, Rosemary. Let's go.
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I feel bad for the kid. We're not going back in for him.
Bear
He
in
is
mind.
the other side of them tentacles.
Yeah. Bear in mind that Edith has a move of 6, so she can't move incredibly quickly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Walter, how hot's your driving skill?
It's hot.
How hot?
Sure.
But it is a 2-seater. You've already
Is it a
explained that in
55
canon.
hot?
Sorry, it's a 2-seater, and one of those seats is reserved for my coat. Okay, this is the first point. Okay, Walter's jumped in at the deep end. He's thought everything you've been talking about was absolute bollocks, and now there's tentacles flapping out of a painting. Okay, and somehow I'm passing my sanity checks. Somehow I've not been reduced to a dribbling mess. In this moment, because there's a part of me that thinks the amount of property damage that's going to be caused from this would utterly ruin John.
Yeah.
And like all of the suingness and stuff. So what I'm going to do, like, is someone grabbing the door, yeah?
Yeah, Jeffrey's got the door.
Jeffrey's grabbing the door.
Right. What are the doors made of? And are there like big windows? Like big floor to ceiling type windows? I'm assuming not, but I'm guessing the doors might be.
Yes, there's big floor to ceiling windows that are covered on the inside by the heavy drapes.
Uh-huh.
But the doors themselves don't have windows in. They're sort of heavy wood doors.
In which case, as everyone's booking it towards the door, I will try to use my bulk to tear down one of these curtains covering one of the big windows still.
Okay.
Why though?
Size check?
To what end, Dan?
Well, I've got a cunning plan.
To put out the fire.
There's no light, that's all.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's probably strength rather than size.
Oh.
Are you going to use the curtain to put the fire out?
No.
No.
I want to get rid of this curtain, basically. Are the curtains held to the floor?
No, they're hanging.
Okay.
From,
in which case,
you just have to literally just pull hard enough. It's gonna be a hard one.
I mean, if I jump and just use my weight to pull it, so I haven't got any arm strength, but I have got a big bum.
Okay. Are you giving anyone else your car keys, or are you letting them?
No.
Just okay.
Right, I don't think any of us are getting in that car. I think Walter's the sole survivor of this particular situation.
I've got a plan, and it might save the night guard.
Okay. Right. So give me your hard strength check, please.
If it's okay, 17.
No. Absolutely not.
You dangle a bit from these drapes, but they are not budging.
Okay.
And you look behind you and see that the acetone that Rosemary threw is starting to flicker low, and the tendrils are starting to re-emerge slightly tentatively from the canvases that have not been burned.
Okay.
Can we not be here, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phase-
Edith will be trying to make her way towards basically the door, which is being held open by the nice young man.
Yeah.
Jeffrey's going to run back towards Edith and hopefully with someone's help start basically lifting and carrying.
Yeah, Ella was already.
Yep.
I think Lane, you already said you were.
Yeah, Ella was helping already. So
Cool. Yeah,
yeah.
Jeffrey's going to
Double
help on the
help?
other side. Double help.
Okay. Is everyone sort of just booking it down the steps towards towards the car? Okay.
Yeah. So
Walter, are you joining them or?
I will begin phase B of the plan without success on phase A. Following behind everyone. When we get to the car, I look at if anyone's looking at me expectantly.
And we all are.
No,
Yeah, we all are.
Looking at this car. There's no roof, so I'm gonna jump into the driver's seat. Look at you all curiously. If you're all still looking at me expectantly.
Oh no! Don't you drive away! Don't you leave us?
I'm going to
At least take Edith. Come on.
start the engine,
Yeah.
and the headlights come on.
Oh.
Are you gonna drive right up the steps into the museum?
And in an attempt to make this look like a ram arson attack, therefore, hopefully, like subverting blame away from John Allen, make it look like a group of hoodlums have stolen a car and set things on fire. I'm going to drive the car up the steps, try to drive the car up the steps through the door. Through the window. I can do through the window, and then hopefully that curtain won't be draped over the headlights on the front of this car that I'm looking at here when all's said and done. And I'm going to try and jump out down the steps just before it all happens, because I don't want to go back in there in a car covered in glass.
Okay, so your plan is to drive your car up a steep set of marble steps.
Yeah.
Launch yourself through a window.
Yeah.
Into a curtain, which will hopefully then just fall off without covering your headlights. You will meanwhile be barrel rolling back down the steps.
YOLO!
Correct?
Okay. That sounds like...
Because then, if the headlights are on,
Yeah.
there's just going to be like a cone of light in the area, and it's probably kind of shiny in there, so it's going to be reflecting around.
Okay.
What's
while
shiny in there?
Just surfaces.
Fire.
Well, also, I'm just gonna say there's a tentacled monster in the museum. Fuck John Allen and his reputation and his money. Let's get out of here.
Can I assume everyone else is running for the distant street lamp?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay,
Walter
so
can
we'll
figure this out.
worry about that in a
This
second.
is Walter's face turn.
Just under my breath, going, I was right. I was fucking right. I knew it.
So Walter, can I have a
All the check.
I mean, it's drive auto, but is it extreme? I mean, you're going from a
Pretty extreme.
It's at least hard.
I think it must be extreme. You're driving up like a steep set of marble steps.
You can do it. I believe in you. What's your extreme score for drive?
12.
That's all right. It's all right. Do it. Go for it.
Time for that
Pretty
one.
high.
Come on.
You can remember you can push it, mate, if it goes wrong. So that we can. Okay.
I never doubted you.
So you guys are halfway down the block, moving as fast as you can, which is varying speeds for all of you. You see Walter do a sort of donut in this car, and then just start going the wrong way back up the steps towards the museum. You see him launch from the top step, crash through one of the glass windows, and disappear. The car disappears into the museum. Okay.
One of the world's most expensive cars.
I'm wondering what. So you're going to try and bail out?
Yeah.
Man. What is that? Let's say that's a
Dodge?
Dodge? Yeah.
yeah. Dodge
Dodge will
makes
do.
some sense. Or jump, probably jump.
Dodge
Yes.
or jump, yeah.
Do a jump.
Let's say jump, Walter, and it's a hard one because you're jumping from a moving car.
Is that a
onto
10? Is that a 10
hard
for you?
steps.
That's a 10. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Suffice to say, I do not have enough luck to.
Can you
I've got this.
speak, speaking of luck, Walter, can you also roll me a luck check, please?
Luck
Maybe
has
you put your
run out.
seatbelt on before you did
Oh
that.
no!
Because
Can I
jumped
have?
into the car, into the driver's seat. I didn't bother to unlock the door, so now it won't open.
Jeez.
Can I have? For everyone else, I'm gonna want. Would you like to push your jump check, Walter? I will offer you a push.
With dire consequences if you fail.
Your situation is grim.
Your situation's already pretty dire.
One
but
shot.
I will make it.
One shot. Oh no, you're so close. Wait, no, I can push that, right?
Luck.
I can lock
Luck.
it. I can lock it.
Yeah.
I spent 4 luck.
Oh,
Okay.
He did it.
This is good. So, what happens is your
is it
car
red?
sails through the window.
Yes.
Unfortunately, because you rolled a 95 on your luck roll, the drapes immediately cover the front of the car and the headlights. So, as the last of the fire dies out, the tendrils of darkness burst through the window, through the door, and start groping around on the steps for you. They are frenziedly pursuing all of you down the street towards the waiting street lamps. You can all give me as you make a break for it. Walter, you have managed to avoid breaking your leg as you jump out. Unfortunately, you do have much further to run than everyone else because they got a bit of a head start while you were doing your car thing. So I think this is a track roll, if I'm understanding track
No,
right.
don't give us 10%, Matt. Come on. No one took track. No one put points in track.
no.
You can all push it, but I am going to say that Walter, it's a hard roll for you.
So track, according to the skills list, track is follow a person, vehicle, or animal over earth and through plant.
Do you know what it is? I think I'm interpreting it as like track and field.
Track and field, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
It's tracking people or things.
You're right. It's more like survival in D&D, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I guess this would be instead. It's just the running Dex.
Dex, maybe.
Dodge.
Yeah, let's go Dex.
Okay.
So everyone can have a normal one except for Walter, who's got a hard one because he's still on the steps picking himself up.
Oh boy.
I am good then. I pass.
Oh man, my Dex is 65. Can I push it?
You can
No,
push
not
it.
push it.
Yeah.
Either push or actually, I'll just use my luck.
Oh,
Okay.
this is good. That
Uh,
was very cool.
The adrenaline just kicks in for Edith.
Yeah.
oh, I've rolled a 4.
I'm also going to use some of my luck points to push it down to a success.
I've used my luck to get a success on that one.
I will take my 32, and
Yeah.
I will spend 16 luck to reduce it to a 16,
Oh.
which therefore passes me my hard Dex.
Oh.
Okay. So has everyone passed?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 4 of you just kind of sprinting towards these streetlights. They're 20 feet away. They're 15. They're 10. There's and Walter kind of goes, sails past you. And you all kind of throw yourselves into these waiting orbs of light on the sidewalk.
Oh.
Yeah, and behind you, you turn to see these grasping tendrils of darkness slowly retreating straight into the museum.
Oh my goodness.
You have, congratulations, you have survived your encounter with the Tenebris.
Oh no!
We will call it there.
I was fucking right. I told y'all I was right.
Oh my goodness. Oh, John.
Yeah.
Technically, Julia, did your camera have film in when you press the button?
Yeah,
might
I
have
would.
some
I would.
glitches.
I would have refilled my film. Let's see if it comes out. Oh my goodness.
That was not how I expected that session to end, but
What
To the
had?
world of
What was going to
D&D.
Well
happen
done.
at the exhibition if we'd gone? Are you allowed to tell us?
well, guess we'll never know.
Same, but with more
Aw.
civilians.
Oh jeez, can you imagine?
I get. Hopefully, this will if we make a scram, I'll report my car missing, missing and stolen. DNA testing doesn't come in for a couple more decades, so I'm all right on that front. Yeah, we're fine. It all worked. It all worked out.
Jeffrey's feeling distinctly less lucky than he did at the beginning of
Yeah.
this adventure. I think he's going to stop taking so many risks from now on.
Yeah, I actually don't know if does luck regenerate? I'd have to look that up. It doesn't. You just have
Holy
the luck you have.
moly.
Okay.
You
That's
should
not
get a
good.
job in accounting. Much less.
I'm not going to say this, but I'm really hoping that the security guard doesn't survive because he can tatter on us.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
not
that's
surviving
true.
that.
I don't think his odds are good, to be honest. I think he might be
Oh, poor
alright.
guy.
That's fine.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah,
Thanks,
well done,
guys.
Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
That was
Thank you for running
pretty
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Well done, everybody.
Whew.
Thanks for bearing with me a bit later than planned.
That's alright.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Maybe we'll do we'll find out how our investigators are going at some point in the future.
yes, absolutely. That'd be great.
Jeffrey's 25 remaining luck.
Oh, this validated me. I'm gonna go spiraling down the rabbit hole now because I got validated.
Do you mean Ella or you?
Oh, Ella, she got validated. I'm going down the rabbit hole.
Enjoy the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Rosemary's going to become an alcoholic. Once we drink alcohol again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've not got long to wait. Actually, I think Prohibition ends in 1929, so just in time for.
Jeffrey's never
For the bars
taking-
to open.
Jeffrey's never taking another art case ever again. No, absolutely not.
That is correct.
Amazing.
Good
yeah,
job, everybody.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's
Yeah.
Thank you, Lorekeeper Matt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very
We
much enjoyed
survived.
costumes and everything.
Yeah, good effort on the fancy dress.
Does anyone want to do a wee little shout out before we close things out? No. Well, sod me then.
Why don't you do your spiel? Go
you
on.
could, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
go on, Dan.
So yes, if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the like button and comment down below on what should they comment on today?
Nobody died, but who did you think was going to die?
Yes,
Oh, yes,
yes.
Deadpool.
Who did you have as top of the list in your Deadpool? So we had our secret little thing, didn't we?
Hmm.
And we had 4 votes for Edith and 1 vote for Walter.
Wow.
But yes, who's top of your list on the Deadpool? But yeah, if you like this and you want to see more stuff like this, or D&D actual plays, or Baldur's Gate 3 playthroughs, or live streams, or shorts, or anything in between, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications of new releases, which are coming thick and fast as we approach the end of the year. Yeah, thank you once again, Matt, for running.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone around me, for playing. Thank you, everyone hiding behind the black mirror of this lens, for watching and or listening. And we will catch you all next time. Tentacles!
Catch you next time.
Tentacles! Bye!